I'm Shannon and I will be playing Nancy.
I'm Abby Cameron and I'll be playing Ellie.
I'm Grace Johannesmeyer and I'll be playing Danielle.
We will be performing Bright
Apple.
Crush by Yockey.
It's not going to help.
Teaching is not for everyone.
I don't know, so you don't think straight.
I should introduce myself, Ellie.
I'm Nancy Miller. You may have read about
My
me.
name's Danielle.
And I mean, I can explain it absolutely, but it'll only make
Those
things worse.
kids were horrible and their parents
I
were
never
just...
put it into words.
Some people shouldn't be allowed to have children.
She was the best thing that ever happened.
There was this one little boy who would kick me every chance he got. I couldn't believe it.
And she asked me out. It was like
ridiculously painful.
But really, I think if you could have seen the fire, just an amazing fire, so you couldn't look right at it. You had to look away.
Was the absolute love of my life.
I didn't look away, though.
It's hard when you decide you're really going to try and help people, and that turns out to be impossible.
After months of dating, the best kind of dating, we decided to move in together.
Like I said, I can explain it. He was cheating on me. That afternoon, there was some kind of accident at the local school, and they sent everyone home. So, I came home early. She was there, in bed, with my husband. I walked in, but they didn't see me because they were so... Oh. So I turned around and walked out.
It was a perfect date. We had some fights. Some of them became kind of physical, but it was not...
That's frustrating, especially when you know you can help a kid and they don't want
So I
it.
asked her to move in, and she said yeah.
A bunch of stupid 10-year-olds.
I didn't know the chick. I thought maybe I would know
Like
her.
they know anything except how to be
The
mean.
second night after she moved in, I spilled a bottle of wine. It was just careless.
There was rope in the closet at the end of the hall.
She hit me so hard I blacked out. When I woke up, she was asleep.
I
wasn't even
remember
sure.
so vividly the moment where I just snapped.
That started tapping.
I was at my
Spelling.
desk. I was trying to explain photosynthesis. The plants have their leaves and the sunlight shines down. Bright light.
That was my fault.
And as I'm writing on the board, I get hit with
Something I had to explain. But it seemed like most of the stuff could have been avoided if I just paid more attention.
It took me a moment to even realize what was happening. They were throwing rocks at me
And laughing! They were laughing, and all of a sudden it felt like I was in this tunnel with traffic, this roaring white
I
noise.
was okay for a while. She was the first person I ever loved. She was everything. And you take the good with the bad, that's how it works.
I couldn't even speak.
They were still, when I hit the girl in the back of the head. I don't remember really what I hit her with. It was heavy. After I hit her a couple of times, then she stopped moving.
Eventually, I got to the point where I stopped flinching. And she seemed to understand. I just accepted it.
They were hitting me.
Eventually, I stopped hitting them and tied them to
I
the
took
bed.
the rest of the day off. I went
And then
home.
last night, something was different.
And I walked
And I
downstairs.
didn't feel anything at all when she hit me.
And I walked
didn't
outside.
fall down. I was aware
And I walked to
my
the
body
garage.
was moving.
While I was at home, I made some decisions about those stupid 10-year-olds. If you can't even teach them to be human, what good are they?
Kind of a blur still.
The garage is where we kept the gasoline.
And then it was clear and really simple.
It was really
It seemed
simple.
so simple. I looked down and suddenly she was on the floor and I kept bringing my food down on her neck and face.
The healthiest snack in the world.
I always carry a lighter.
My breathing and my heart thudding in my chest.
Just like this. And whoosh!
Astronaut said, all right, class, here's the deal. Whoever finishes their apple first gets an extra 20 minutes at recess.
It all happened
It all
so
happened so
quickly.
quickly. They just started tearing into the apples, and I'll confess, it was exciting and horrifying all at once.
It was a rush of fire at the side of the building.
I might have used too much poison.
I was covered in blood.
I'd like to think I would have been more restrained.
I'd like to think they woke up right in the middle of it.
Think of yourself
But
as...
that might be too generous, really.
When it was over, I didn't really know what to do.
I told the
My
kids
roof
to stay in their
Watched
seats,
the fire
and for
for
the
a while.
first time,
When the roof caved in,
because they
the
were
billows
so
of smoke
afraid
and
to
releases
try
of
to
air
watch
elements.
these horrible
I couldn't make
children
myself
fall to
leave.
the floor
When I heard the fight, then I
and
drove
crimson
away.
streaks.
I rode with her in the ambulance to the hospital. I held her hand and made while she was in surgery.
I didn't try to cover anything up. I wasn't thinking that way, I guess. I wasn't thinking at all.
I took that job because I love kids. Those weren't kids, though. They were something else.
But the doctors, due to the extent of her injuries, they don't think she'll wake up.
I wish I could describe the fire to you.
It doesn't matter anyway. No harm
But the
done.
thing I remember most,
Right.
Apple